welcome back here to 22 Feet Academy as we are underway here with day 2. Welcoming you to the webcast as well as that nice dime drop by Strahinja Stanisic. We have an 8-4 ball game here early on. DME Academy taking on ABI. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv today. Our first game here on a 6-game slate. On day 2, 3 games. Got the event kicked off yesterday. ABI and DME getting us going here in the morning on day 2. They work it inside. That shot just short along the baseline. Last touch by DME, so it will go over to ABI. And have a trip to the free throw line coming up here for number 30. That's Kane Shepard. ABI took on Moravian Prep and their blue squad yesterday to start things off. Here trying to set the table with the win on day 2. Shepard good on the first free throw. Second one swishes through as well. There's a three-pointer on the way, no good. Tipped around, Stanisic with the offensive rebound. Too many red jerseys around him though, so he finds his man outside. That was Donker, I believe. Donker off the mark on the three-pointer. We've got a foul the other way. ABI ball there along the baseline. So DME will bring it across. Three-point attempt is good by Stanisic. Saw him get involved with the assist a couple minutes ago there, knocking it down from outside. A go-getter here for this DME Academy regiment. Foul inside is going to send the big fella to the line. That's number 45, Samuel Mattis. Mattis good on the free throw. Misses the second one, but an offensive rebound and put back in there by number 15. That's Wesley Peroni. Stanisic gonna kick it to the corner. Now they go inside to Donker. He'll kick it back out. Ball's loose. Donker comes away with it and will bring it back out in the hands of Stanisic now. Shepard going to be called for the foul. So it's a 2-point game, advantage for DME Academy. Players getting loose, we're getting loose here on the mic as well. Appreciate you joining us for this 9 a.m. game slot. Few of you are probably up watching College Game Day. Some big matchups on the slate today. Well, we got hoops action for you, so nothing wrong with multitasking if you have to, but make sure the 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off is in your plans. Pass ahead, Miller. That was actually Najjar trying to save it. He does so successfully. Shepard chases it back down. Uses the shot fake and able to get that one to go off the window. Nice bucket by Shepard. Avoided one defender with that shot fake. Still had a hand in face, was able to get it to go off the window. Foul called on the floor. So it'll be DME Academy's ball there along the baseline. Two jerseys converge there on said line. They get the block attempt and the ball, but Peroni stepped out of bounds. So it'll stick with DME Academy there on the baseline. Three from the corner. That's good. It's number 2, Lashard James, making it a 14-11 game there with that score. Steal. Here's Latson. Latson with the steal and layup drill, making it 11-16. DME Academy trying to get on a run here. Sean Graham trying to stay in bounds. Unable to, so it will go back over to ABI. But if you're DME Academy, they've really been able to turn ABI over the past few possessions. Coming back into the game for ABI, it'll be number 11. That's Brandon Miller. ABI's comeback fell short yesterday against Moravian Prep, but Miller was an asset for him all game, being able to finish inside when given the chance to do so. And here we see him come in and do exactly what he did yesterday as well. I think if you're ABI, they had a slow start yesterday, some travel delays early on, so they really had to use the first, 5 to 7 minutes of the game to get those legs loose. Ended up being too much of a hole for them to climb out of, but here within 3 points, I'm sure if you're Brandon Miller and company, you got to feel pretty good about it. Shepard is going to get a trip to the line. Kane Shepard out of Saskatoon, Canada. He's been able to get to the free throw line a few times so far. And making the most out of those trips. Substitution for DME. Number 15, Madija Zečević checking into the game. Lovelace getting a breather. And Kane Shepard getting a free throw to splash through. 16-14 is your score. Plenty of time left here in the first half. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. They turn it over. Najjar is going to be fouled on the play, so he will go to the line to shoot 2. One good sign for ABI is that as they start this game off, they're doing a good job seeing multiple players get involved and get to the line. Najjar hit a 3 early in yesterday's game, but was relatively quiet for most of the game outside of that, able to get to the free throw line early. They had strong games from Brandon Miller number 11, who I already mentioned, but also from number 10, Benjamin Bennett. It was just too little, too late. So the more they can get Shepard and Najjar and some of the others contributing on the offensive end, the better shape Laterio Green and his ABI squad will be in. 1-point game as it stands now. Skip pass. Now they swing it to the corner. Latson lost the handle temporarily. Got the shot up, but it was short. Following up, Zečević makes it 15-18. Shepard gonna try a three. No good. Zečević with the rebound. That Jonah Hood pass intended for Jariah Shamley. Creeping along the baseline and getting the reverse to go. That's number 23, Evans, for ABI. Kalen Evans. It's a 17-18. 50-50 ball. Who's going to get it? Still loose. ABI comes away with it. Pass ahead to Evans. Evans able to finish. So back-to-back buckets for Kalen Evans makes it 19-18. ABI taking the lead. Hood to Zečević. Zečević. Those ABI hands staying active. So they get yet another steal. Can't convert that into points, but ABI winning the turnover battle so far. They're forcing more than DME has at this point in the game. Hood tried to weave that through a few red jerseys. They weren't having it. Najjar gonna stop. Can't get the shot to go. Three ball wouldn't fall for him as much as he would like in yesterday's game, but he took good shots, shots he's more than capable of hitting. Just wouldn't fall. Shooters have off days sometimes. You just got to be able to keep shooting. Within reason, of course. He wasn't trying to force it, just taking shots that the defense was giving him. Expect them to shoot it at a higher clip here today. We got a trip to the free throw line. Let's take a look at a Denny's instant replay while we have a second. Neither team hesitating to get to the deck for the loose ball, but it's ABI that comes away with it, gathers himself on the fast break and finishing. There, Kalen Evans, part of a nice little spurt that sees DME with the 1-point advantage here with 11:04 left to play in the first half. Hood's free throw is good. We've got a 19-19 game. ABI gets it across the timeline. Too much air under that pass. Latson says, I'll take it the other way. And he lays it in. That's number 24, Travis Latson, joining us in the scorebook now. The Atlanta native makes it 21-19. Latson brings that blue collar chip to DME in terms of the way he defends. Does a lot of the little things. The rebounding, the taking charges, the mixing it up with sometimes the other team's best post player, even though relatively undersized. I say that relatively. He's not a small guy, but you can just look at him right there up to the up next against Brandon Miller, number 11 there for ABI. You can see what I mean just in terms of the comparison. But still holds his own and then some. As you can see in yesterday's archive, and we'll see if you'll be able to see that in this game as well. As we're tied up at 21 apiece, just over 10 minutes left to play in the first half. Jonah Hood with it. Miller with the rebound. ABI looking to push it. Bennett nowhere to go along the baseline. Got that shot up and lost it out of bounds on the offensive rebound attempt. So taking Bennett a little long to get going. That takes time in any game, especially the 9 a.m. slot. Shots off. Miller with the rebound. He'll get it to Bennett. Bennett looking to go. Foul called against DME's Elijah Miller. Bennett no good on the free throw. Bennett's going to have a seat. Subbing into the game will be number 3, Rodney Parks. Miller getting it to go off the window. Brandon Miller out of West Palm Beach, Florida, makes it a 2-point game. Back into the game now for DME is number 1, Strahinja Stanisic. Stanisic going to get called for the travel. Stanisic, a player to keep your eye on throughout this game. Does a great job making plays for others. Can also score it himself. See Coach Laterio Green over there talking to his ABI squad. Evans inbounds it to Miller. So we got a foul off the ball going to go against number 12, Dylan Pierre-Francois. Nice jumper along the baseline. Did a good job of getting Miller in the air and getting around him, but the shot's no good. Miller running the floor and finishing. Defending on one end. Making sure that jumper along the baseline was as bothered as possible. Then being able to run the floor. There at 6'8" is Miller with the lay-in. Stanisic to the corner. Latson mentioned the blue-collar plays, but Latson also showing he can score at some too. Knocking down that three-pointer. Subbing back into the game there, number 15, Zečević. DME with the layup there. That's number 33, John Michael Siller. 26-25. That pass too tall for even the 6'8" Miller. So 8 minutes. 1-point game. Stanisic gonna try to get his second three-pointer of the first half. And he does. Makes it 25-29. 4-point advantage for DME. Tyshawn Andrews gets it up top to Kaylin Evans, who was a catalyst for them a few minutes back. Got a few fast break buckets, couple steals, and got them the lead. They're trying to get it back now. That three-pointer there by number 3, Rodney Parks, will help the cause. 28-29. Evans, pass ahead to Parks. Parks fouled on the shot. Thought Parks was in a little bit of trouble there. Thought he held on to that ball too long. He was in a position where that was going to be a very tough shot to hit as far under as he was there at the rim. Fouled on the play. And we see the first one go through. Ties us up at 29 apiece. Back and forth we go. Now it's a 1-point advantage for ABI. Neither team really able to create much distance here early on. Floater, nice touch. Southpaw floater. Teardrop there by number 3 for DME. That's Kashawn Graham. Evans at the line. Laurelton, New York native. Good on the first free throw. Second one good as well. Stanisic, they got a hand on it initially. Now here's Bennett. Bennett dropped it off. Missed the pass ahead to Andrews initially, then tried to get it off to him. They can't get that shot to go. Stanisic, third time's a charm. That's his third three-pointer of the first half, and that's going to prompt a timeout. So we'll take one with them. When we get back, more coverage here from the 22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off. Talked about the blue-collar plays of Latson, but they're showing off the three-pointer, knocking it down out of the corner there via the Denny's instant replay. We'll be back.
22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUVtv, sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center, Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
And welcome back here to the 22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off. DME Academy taking on ABI. Here as we've got just over 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. First shot's no good, but Benjamin Bennett with the rebound and his first points of the contest, I believe. Expect Bennett to get better as the game goes on. Still trying to shake the sleep off. Seeing that first bucket go through should help. Hood to the corner. Three-pointer, no good. 4 players converge on the rebound. Jump ball called, and it'll be ABI's ball there along the baseline. Tied up at 34 apiece. Appreciate my man Benjamin Bennett. He was focused on getting the ball, but also took some time to help the monitor up here courtside. So an assist for the broadcast. It won't go into the scorebook, but kudos anyway, Chief. Pardon that short break in the commentary. Thanks for bearing with us. 34-35, still a 1-point game. 4 minutes, 32 seconds remaining on the first half clock. We've got a trip to the free throw line coming up for number 33, John Michael Siller. Can't get that first one to go. Siller splits a pair, and he's going to get a breather back into the game. Number 24, Travis Latson. Pressure being extended by DME. They get it across the timeline. The ball comes across. Lost it temporarily. And we're going to have an ABI timeout. So we take a look at another Denny's instant replay. This from a few minutes back. This is Kashawn Graham, the San Francisco native, with the San Francisco treat, floating that one up and in. We'll be back after this short timeout.
Denny's pumpkin pecan pie pancakes are the perfect Halloween treat. And you don't need a head to know it. Yes.
Denny's new pumpkin pecan pie pancakes, just $4.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
back out of the timeout. 35 apiece. The majority of this first half, it's either been a one or 2 point advantage or a tie ball game. Neither team giving an inch. But getting a three-pointer there from the corner, that's Kalen Evans. His first triple of the game. Breaks that tie momentarily. 4 minutes. There we see another floater along the baseline there for Kashawn Graham. Nice footwork to get the step. Shepard out of bounds on that one. So back over to DME. Here's Hood. Hood to Latson, hit a three-pointer from there earlier in the first half. I should say he gets his second one to make it 38-40. Hood all over that one. Shot partially blocked, but DME retains possession. Latson floats it up and in. So Latson with their last 5 points. As we are under the 3-minute mark, and it's a 4-point advantage. Bennett ahead to Shepard. Now he'll try a three of his own. Knocks it down, Benjamin Bennett. So Bennett sees that three go through. Initially thought he would have gave that ball up to Miller instead of Shepard, but he chased it down, got the three. Meanwhile, Jonah Hood takes cookies and lays it in on the other end. Evans takes it right at him, too strong on the shot. Nice job of just putting the arm straight up there by Lovelace. They reward him on the other end, that hook off the mark. Offensive foul. We'll send it the other way. Wasn't sure if Hood was able to establish position there, but the official calls it. Here we're going to take a look at that Benjamin Bennett three-pointer. Play was broken up, so he just makes the most out of it. The two wasn't good, so he'll just add one and take the three. Working along the baseline. Now they get it to John Michael Siller. Nice drive baseline. Siller did a good job of just running directly down the lane. Three-point lead for DME. Stanisic is fouled on the play. Rodney Parks holds his arms up and exclaims at the official. But the call that's been made, and Stanisic will shoot three at the line. Good on the first. Second one's off. Four-point advantage. Stanisic can make it a 5-point one at the free throw line, and he does. As that one trickles in, Miller into Bennett. Back to Miller. Big fella, got to figure out what you want to do with it inside. There's number 20, Kane Merck. He brought it down to where the guards love for you to bring it to, brought it down below his waist, and it was wrestled away by a guard as a result. So appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. Short commercial break. After that, more 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off live from Greenville, South Carolina. .3 seconds remaining here in the first half. 5-point advantage for DME Academy. One of 6 games that'll take place here on day 2 at the 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off. Back out top to Zečević. Zečević picked up that pivot foot, so it'll go the other way. Blocking foul against Zečević as he and Najjar both met at that same point. So you can see Coach Laterio Green emphasizing with Najjar the importance of him securing that ball first before he comes down. Sometimes you'll see contact on a play like that. The official may or may not call it. You want to secure that ball first. You're looking to sort of catch and dribble before it's in full grasp. That can easily lead to a turnover the other way. But his free throws for Najjar. He cans them. Makes it 45-48. We approach the 30-second mark. Offensive rebound, but Shepard is able to get it. Shepard got it, but Stanisic stole it right back. And it's Shepard that picks up the foul. Stanisic has 3 3-pointers here in the first half. I think his better basketball is still in front of him in terms of this game. Going into that second half. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive. Really lets the game come to him, doesn't force things. So over the course of time, he's just going to get more opportunities. Easy call for the official there as Miller called for steps. Stepping through is Stanisic. Jumper knocked down along the baseline. That's another way he can affect the game. The scoring aspect is just one element. He really enjoys making plays for others. And that's going to send us to halftime. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. We will be back after this intermission.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience, but if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Denny's pumpkin pecan pie pancakes are the perfect Halloween treat. And you don't need a head to know it. Yes.
Denny's new pumpkin pecan pie pancakes, just $4.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
Seconds away from getting second half action started here at the 22 Feet Academy Hoops tip-off. DME Academy taking on ABI as we get ready to start the second half. It is a 5-point advantage for DME Academy. You look at the scoring leaders on both sides for DME Academy. You got 11 points for Strahinja Stanisic and 12 points for Travis Ladson. On the ABI side of things, Brandon Miller, number 11, with 10 points. Kalen Evans with 10 points as well. One player to keep your eye on for ABI here in this second half is going to be Benjamin Bennett. Had a few points, got better as the first half went on, but I expect him to have an even better second half, similar to his opening game yesterday. His ears must be burning as he gets his first bucket and the first bucket for his team here in the second half. 3-point game, ABI looking to close the gap. Can't do that if you keep giving Jared Donker looks. The Perth, Australia native knocks it down to make it 47-53. Shepard, he's no good. Miller's tip dunk attempt won't go either, and it'll go the other way. Jonah Hood brings it across. Hood shot, won't stay down. Miller had it for a second, now it's loose. Bennett says, I got you. They bring it the other way. Shepard's gonna get a good look. Too strong on the jump shot. It's an offensive rebound there for number 12. That's Dylan Pierre-Francois. Pierre-Francois headed to the line with a chance to get his first points of the contest. Substitution in for DME Academy. It's number 13. Jariah Shamley's going to have a seat. Back in the game, number 2, Lashard James. Seven-point game. Miller over to James. Miller with another rebound. Pass ahead. Didn't put enough on it. Evans trying to fight for it. And he does so successfully. Basketball, you liken that to the football scenario where a pass is thrown up and the receiver has to turn in. It turns into more about the receiver making sure the pass isn't intercepted. Evans is just trying to knock that ball out of the hands of James. He ends up coming away with it. Let's see if they can take advantage of the extra possession. Unable to. We'll have a foul there on the rebound by Miller. So it's a 5-point game. Hood driving baseline. Now he'll kick it out. Three-pointer. Money in the bank for number 33. John Michael Siller. Brandon Miller is fouled, and he will shoot two. Look at a few of the main pieces out there on the floor for ABI now. Brandon Miller is key. He's done multiple things well here in this event. One of them being finishing inside whenever you give him the opportunity to do so. A lot of that including through contact, but also rebounds on the offensive glass well. I think it's Benjamin Bennett, number 10, as he continues to be more aggressive. Once he and Miller start running, good things happen for ABI. Evans, who gets that rebound, also a nice spark plug. He'll get it ahead to the aforementioned Bennett. Bennett hangs just short. Who else goes and gets it but Miller? Case in point. While Bennett's going to look to finish more of those shots, even if he misses. If he and Miller are off to the races, that's a guy you got to get in front of, and two guys you got to keep off the offensive glass. You got to like your odds if you're Coach Green. 56-52. Here's Jonah Hood. Hood guarded by Shepard. Shepard trying to cut that off. Hood just taking it easy and laying it in. While he was under pressure, so to speak. Cool customer with the ball as Shepard was trying to turn the defense up. But able to get past him. Inside to Miller. Miller. No good on the shot. Here's James, hands it off to Hood. 6-point game. DME Academy still leading. Hood loses the handle temporarily. James tries to save it. Unable to, so it'll go the other way. 16:44 remaining here in the second half, so plenty of time. Miller faced up for a second. Now back to big man basketball. Foul on the floor, so ABI's ball there along the baseline. Francois has it poked away, now up to Shepard. Shepard. Behind the back, Evans able to avoid that backcourt violation. Evans fouled by Stanisic. Bennett to inbound. Officials clearing something up. If they wanted to verify exactly who the foul was called on, it was charged to Strahinja Stanisic. Pass inside to Miller. It's go time, and one. Brandon Miller. Good start here to this second half. He has that man sealed off, so real easy to make that entry pass in. Nothing but shoulder against the chin there. Big man move inside. He comes back, knocks down the free throw for the three-point play the hard way. So Miller has got 14 points as it stands now. Nice defense by Evans as he swipes that one out of bounds. He'll stay with DME Academy. Elijah Miller, a tough player to keep away from the third level. But so far, they've done a good job of limiting his impact on the offensive end. Some of that has been their defense. Some of it has been Miller just kind of picking his spots. Hasn't been as aggressive as we saw him be in yesterday's game. Catch and shoot three is good. Second three-pointer of the second half for Jared Donker. Bennett misses the shot. Who's there to rebound it? Miller. But he'll have to get these two from the line. We've got a timeout. Let's take a look at it. Denny's instant replay. Here you're going to see Benjamin Bennett hanging in the air. This is the shot for Brandon Miller. Heck of an insurance policy inside when you do miss. We'll be back. Timeout's done with. Looks like we're ready to resume play. So we go back to the line with Brandon Miller. Free throw's good. His 16th point of the game. And his 17th. Cuts the DME Academy lead down to 4 points. Elijah Miller called for the 5-second violation. Benjamin Bennett sticking with the elusive Miller and able to force the 5-second violation. And if I'm coach for DME Academy, Coach Trainer, while I don't want to see the 5-second violation, I do want to see Miller being more aggressive. Not too many people can keep him from getting in the lane one-on-one. Either he's going to be able to score or draw some attention that can allow others to eat. You got to figure that tandem of Miller and Stanisic are very hard to stay in front of. They got to put more pressure on them to do so. Benjamin Bennett called him Benjamin Buttons here for ABI yesterday. He always gets better as the game goes on. Doesn't seem to age in that aspect. Miller smacks that one up against the padding on the backboard. Bennett trying to cook. loses the handle, but Evans is able to chase it down. Evans to Miller. Miller, mouse in the house. Donker gave it a valiant effort, but it's going to be very hard to stop Miller from scoring there with that size advantage. And we've got a 61-61 ball game. Stanisic a few feet behind the three-point line, no good. Francois wrestles the rebound away, and that'll be a foul against Ladson. Penalty situation, so it will be free throws for ABI. Now, here's something of note. That's 19 fouls against DME Academy versus just one team foul against ABI. But ABI can't take advantage of the front end of the 1-and-1. You can't knock down that front end of the 1-and-1. It's really about as good as a turnover. Got to be able to take advantage of that trip. Here's Miller attacking out to Hood. Now there was what we talked about in terms of Miller being aggressive and driving. But the problem was that the perimeter players out there for DME, they just sort of stood and watched Miller drive instead of spotting up, being ready to shoot. He had drawn that attention we talked about. Could have been a good opportunity there. But instead, it's a turnover. 61 apiece. Just over 13 minutes, or just under the 14-minute mark. Inside to Miller. Why not press the easy button when you can? He's got some size advantages inside, doing a great job of positioning himself. Bennett gets it into him, and they've got the advantage, does ABI. Miller, that shot partially blocked. They kick it to the corner. Here's Bennett. Money from the corner, Benjamin Bennett. You knew he was going to get better as the game went on. He's shaking off that 9 a.m. start time. And that triple makes it a 5-point advantage for ABI. Momentum in their favor right now as you hear Jonah Hood out there motioning, directing traffic, telling his guys to move. Brandon Miller is taking advantage of the size inside. Now Hood looking to take advantage on the perimeter. Back outside goes Miller behind the back, and Hood knocks it down. So you look at that previous play where Hood wasn't ready to shoot, they turned it over. There he's able to take that Miller pass and turn it into an assist with the triple, 64-66. Najjar can't get the three to go. Siller rebounds and he's fouled on the play. Substitution coming in. Let's take a look at a Denny's instant replay. You see Bennett there in the corner calling for it. The rest is history from there. Benjamin Bennett seeing red. And I'm talking about more than the ABI jerseys here today. Looks like he's having fun out there. Shot short. Good hustle for that rebound by Siller, creating another opportunity. Tried to throw it through Miller, no good. Here's Bennett, muscling through. Bennett running the floor gazelle-like right now, making it 64-68. It's like many sports, but this one in particular, it's a game of rhythm. Benjamin Bennett in a very good one right now. But it's been a team effort on behalf of ABI. You look at Kalen Evans. He's been a nice catalyst for him, but Elijah Miller gets the steal and lays it in while we're talking about the ABI strong points. He makes it 66-68. Also, you look at what Brandon Miller has done inside. So a team effort for ABI. Bennett playing his role. There is Najjar with the layup. Too easy of a bucket to give up it for DME Academy. Second time in the last few possessions where Miller has had to guard Hood out there on the perimeter. That's no good. Miller offensive rebound. And it's just playing pitch and catch with the rim from there. So we got a timeout. We're going to take one as well. You see Miller here driving baseline. 2 red jerseys around him. So that should create an easy opportunity for Jonah Hood, who's money from outside via that Denny's instant replay. We'll be back after this timeout.
22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic. Powered by SUVtv. Sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center, Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
Back out of the timeout. You see that beautiful aerial shot of Greenville, South Carolina, where we are here for the 22 Feet Academy Hoops tip-off. The drop-off there by Hood, easy lay-in. Saw the hashtag, yeah, that Greenville, being used for a couple of the tweets promoting the webcast and the event. Interesting hashtag. But yes, we're in that Greenville here, and we'll be here all weekend. Bennett with the offensive rebound, has it poked away. Very tough position to be in there for number 12, Dylan Pierre-Francois for ABI. He's reaching down trying to grab that ball. Meanwhile, you've got players that are on the ground already trying to grab it. So really hard to use core and any sort of leg strength. You're just depending on total arm strength to be able to pull a ball away from a player that's able to have his whole body focused on pulling it away, but still they're able to get the timeout. Be sure to stick with us for the rest of the day with the schedule that we have coming up. After this one, it'll be an 11 a.m. game between Moravian Prep Black taking on Combine Charlotte. It'll be our first sighting of Combine Charlotte here in this event. At 1 p.m., it'll be the other DME Academy squad that was able to defeat Legacy Charter last night. 110 to 102, I believe. High-scoring game. 3 p.m., 22 Feet Academy Select takes the court against Legacy Charter. We've got Evelyn Mack versus Sound Doctrine at 5 p.m. and then at 7 p.m., 22 Feet Academy National will take on Combine Atlanta. So it's a 4-point game, and we've got free throws coming up for Francois. Arches that one up, it's in and good. Five-point game, 10 minutes, 30 seconds and counting on the game clock. Nobody around. Madija Zečević. He gets the easy lay-in and makes it 70 to 73. Miller going right through Latson. Looked like Latson was trying to take a charge, really didn't have his feet in place to do so. So Miller gets another rebound inside, or another bucket inside, I should say. He's got plenty of rebounds too. But that last one, a bucket. Got 2 shots coming up for Latson. First free throw off the mark. Some fun dynamics playing out here in this game. You've been able to see over this past 7 to 8 minute stretch how much of a 1-2 punch Benjamin Bennett, number 10 for ABI, and number 11, Brandon Miller, can be. They've been productive down this stretch. That as good as Miller has been, as easy button as he's been inside, as energetic as Bennett has been pushing the ball, it's still a 4-point game. So that tells you what DME Academy is doing. But you cannot let Ilyas Najjar go the length of the floor and get such an easy bucket, as he does there on that play, making it a 6-point game. Latson will get another trip to the line. Travis Latson out of Atlanta, Georgia.
All they doing is trying to penetrate. Miss it. Good shot. Good ball.
First free throw off the front of the rim.
Watch out. Watch out.
An uneventful trip to the free throw line there for Latson, but a lane violation is going to give him another crack at it.
Watch out. Good job. Good bit.
Can't get that one to go either. Miller trying to pick it up. Tying him up, forcing the jump ball there was Kashawn Graham. Foul going to go against Lashard James. Francois, he's only gotten a couple trips to the free throw line, but he's made the most out of them when he has. Arches that one up and in. That lane violation is going to send it the other way.
Come on, keep that defense up.
Stepping through. There on the nice move was Graham. Can't get it to go, but he's more than shown his proficiency to knock down the floater, even though that one won't fall for him. 7-point game, ABI leading. Just under 9 minutes left to play. Now Francois, he'll try essentially a free throw, but just a foot behind the line. That one's too strong. Siller with the rebound. Gonna clear it out himself and take the three. Bennett Rolls up and slams it home. Benjamin Bennett makes it a 9-point advantage. ABI threatening to make it a double-digit deficit. Jonah Hood with the ball, being guarded by Kalen Evans. Leaves Evans, tries to drop it along the baseline, but here's Miller. Miller out to Donker. Donker already had 2 3-pointers prior to that one. His third one's off. Miller with the screen. Evans hanging, floating. Shot no good. Miller tips it up. Loose. Elijah Miller pulls it out of there. Bennett gets back. And Miller leaves it just short. Foul going to go against Hood. So another trip to the line for Francois. Francois can't get the free throw to go. You see Miller and Bennett there, 2 key resources here for this ABI squad. 9-point game. Francois misses both free throws. Got from point A to point B quickly. But the shot no good there for Shamble. Wraparound pass there by Najjar, and it's laid in to make it now an 11-point ABI advantage. Stanisic now back into the game and with the ball. Stepping through, fouled. And that one of those instances where you're happy that the padding is there on the support system. Hard tumble there by Stanisic. He's okay. Padding serves its purpose. Now he'll shoot 2. Name of the game over the next few minutes for DME will be Stanisic and Elijah Miller. How much can they create? You've been able to isolate the plays where both Stanisic and Miller have tried to attack. They've gotten to where they needed to on the floor. It can either result in a bucket, a potential good shot for a teammate, or a trip to the line. Here, Ladson's going to get a trip, but it's to complete the back end of a 3-point play the hard way. Got the steal. Able to lay it in amidst the contact. It's now a 7-point game.
Box out.
Can't get the free throw. Bennett tried to do something with that one before he grabbed it, before he fully caught it. Rare mishap for him here in this second half, so it's going to go right back over to DME Academy.
Hey, nothing inside. Nothing inside. No
Miller with it.
Nothing inside. Nothing inside. Finish fade.
Extra pass made. 3-pointer. That's Jariah Shambley. The assist by Donker. Bennett working on the smaller Miller. Shot off, Francois. His tip-in attempt, no good. He and Latson tied up. Latson and Francois playing similar roles for their respective squads. Rebounding as much as possible, defending well, tying it up.
Nothing inside. There you go.
Hellman and Lunchbell plays.
Everything out here.
Stanisic stopped there by Evans.
Yeah, keep it out there. Yeah.
Miller
Good play.
tried to thread the needle there to get it into Donker. Stolen, and we're going to have Brandon Miller free throws. Jonah Hood, number 4, checking back in for DME also. John Michael Siller. Miller at the free throw line. A chance to extend this 4-point advantage for ABI while DME Academy tries to close the gap. Good on that first free throw. Let's take a look at a Denny's instant replay. Darius Miller, 3 red jerseys around him. Gets it to Donker. Donker with the pass over to Chambly. Takes care of business from there. So Miller splits the pair of free throws. Can't get the second one to go. 5-point advantage. Traveling violation going to go against Latson. Evans to Najjar. Najjar ahead to Miller. Miller's got Chambly in his way. Gets caught there, sort of in midair there against the rim, but still gets it to go down. Dunk doesn't go down as cleanly as he would like for it to, but who cares? Still the same 2 points. And still enough to make it a 7-point advantage for ABI. 5 minutes, 43 seconds. Stanisic stepping through, loses the ball. They're going to say last touch ABI. So Travis Latson, number 24 for DME, was getting a breather. It's going to be a short one as he's back in. Right there matched up against Miller. Stanisic gets it to Latson. Latson back in and back to the free throw line. Free throw good there by Latson. Four white jerseys there around the jar. He's fouled on the play. And when you see the way that play converged, you have 4 guys right there around the jar. So all he had to do was find a way to somehow get rid of it. And that had to lead to a score in some way, shape, or form. But those 4 guys that were guarding him realized that as well. So they weren't trying to let him get that ball above his waist at all. Hence the foul. And him going to the free throw line, knocking down the first. Jonah Hood with it. Guarded by Bennett. Now Bennett has Miller on it. Stanisic for 3. Good. Perrone challenged that shot, but it was too late. You check it out via our Denny's instant replay. A lot of length out there guarding Hood. He's trying to make the most out of it. Gets it out to Stanisic, hand up. And while Stanisic is releasing that shot, he doesn't really even have a good view of the rim. When you look at Perone, they're at 6'8". Hand up, obstructing the view. Gets to a point where muscle memory plays a large role. Where those reps prove their worth. But it's still a 6-point game after that free throw make. Exactly 5 minutes on the clock. Now we're under it. Hood kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. Thought it was going to bounce in, did DME Academy, but it won't go. Najjar to Miller. Stanisic steps in and takes the charge. Played there by Stanisic. Anything that you can do to try and tip the scales in your favor if you're DME Academy. Because so far, ABI has done a good job of answering when they need a bucket. So the advantage is 6 for ABI. Stanisic. Over to Latson. Latson called for the travel. Donker with the pick. Stanisic, good defense being played by Evans, giving him nowhere to go. So he'll go for the three. Off the back of the rim, follows his shot. Over to Shamley. Back to Stanisic. Keeps it this time and able to finish, floats it in, up and in with the left. That's finished there by Stanisic. It's a 4-point game. Minutes. 48 seconds remaining here in the game. Let's take a look at that last play by Stanisic. He's knocked down a few three-pointers, so uses that fact to attack there on that closeout by Najjar. Able to finish it there with the left. Here's Hood attacking. Got right there on top of the rim, couldn't get it to go. And Benjamin Bennett getting a little bit of continuation love there on that one. But is able to get the bucket and a chance to get another one from the free throw line. Let's take a look at one of his better plays about 5 or 6 minutes ago. As you saw Siller get back, thought about challenging that one, but it was too late. As Bennett got that slam a few minutes back. Silky from the free throw line to make it 85-92. Those are the types of responses ABI has been able to have here in the bottom part of this second half. They responded when they've needed to. Pass ahead to Najjar. Hood gets back and is able to strip it. Good heads-up play by Jonah Hood. As they're going to say it was last touched by DME Academy. Looked like Evans had gotten a hand on it, but I think Siller tried to reach back and grab it. Ball went off of his fingertips. So now ABI's ball. Ahead to Najjar. Najjar went to go up for the flush. Missed it initially, but it went up and in. And good for Najjar. That it did. I can't imagine Coach Laterio Green would have been too happy had that dunk attempt went awry.
Watch out.
Stanisic at the free throw line there. Now it's a 7-point game. Poked away, but foul going to be called on Stanisic. 7-point game. 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining. Time running out here for DME Academy. Definitely not out of it. 2 minutes, 46 seconds in a basketball game is plenty of time. But not a scenario where you can afford to trade buckets. But the opposing team missing some free throws that can help move things along as Kalen Evans misses that first one. Misses the second, but he's got reinforcements in the 6'8" Brandon Miller, who continues to rebound and pound inside. Back to a 9-point game. That one stripped. Offensive foul called against Evans. Stanisic over to Miller. Miller hangs, leaves that shot just short. Evans going coast to coast. So now it's an 11-point advantage. Stanisic rebounds, twist in for the layup. 9-point game. You need a couple turnovers if you're DME Academy. They might have one there. No. Najjar still able to get it to Miller. Bennett. MBI just going to run some clock. No need to take a quick shot there. Time's on their side. Najjar with the floater. No good. Miller, another offensive rebound into Najjar, who takes advantage of it this time. He's feeling good, feeling great. And that might just be it here for DME. Score is 89-100. Minute remaining. .5 on the game clock. Seeing a couple things on the last few layup attempts. One, they're tough shots. But you're also seeing some of the legs suffering fatigue there for DME Academy. It's been a long game. Brandon Miller, meanwhile, looks like he could play one more after this one. So we take a look at the Denny's instant replay and talked about it going into the game. A lot of times can just make a simple play for you, just the ability to finish. Now, he's got the smaller Stanisic on him there, but regardless of whether it's a big guy or a smaller guy guarding him, you appreciate your big fella. You appreciate your big fella being able to get those buckets for you. It's a lot easier for that guard to make that pass knowing that it's going to be cashed in. Silky smooth three-pointer from the corner was knocked down there by Kashawn Graham. They get the steal and the bucket to make it a 9-point game. We got a timeout with 6.5 seconds left. Evans called the timeout. It was after a make, so he could move along the baseline. Bennett was relaying that fact. Our next matchup is going to feature Moravian Black. Moravian Prep Black taking on Combine out of Charlotte. That Moravian Black team with Najee Garvin, Dalen Dotson, Romeo Ferguson. Just a few of the standouts there on that squad. Taking on Combine up next. But we're going to have a foul and a few free throws by Miller. Extending the game, I guess, with 2.9 seconds left. And that is going to do it. Final score, 104-94. ABI coming out victorious. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv. More 22 Feet Academy Hoops tip-off action coming up next.